Coast. Put it up. No palm tree the trees and the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with Kane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the east, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful, show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all, let's connect. Rather East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES, so it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke, learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is. They counted me out, 'cause I didn't wanna get down. Niggas talking about God there. What God? What God are you talking about? Say his name. This nigga went Eric Benet. Now the baddest girl won't show her face. You know your ass in the way when she show up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And you ain't even say her name. Lame, you better say Dame. In the streets, we call you roadblock. Nigga, you shot. Nigga, you block rocks. Like when Chris was about to pop. Like MJ moonwalking like Spock. You abuse your power fast. You killed and thought that's black.
Jay told me in no certain terms that, you know, no rapper can really afford to look bad in front of him. So it's almost like we gotta blackball him.
Shout out to Jay-Z for seeing the big picture here.
Yeah, and it was a hard pill to swallow.
Tariq, you kill the weeds, not the seeds that grow the trees. And as long as you alive, Dame should have a milli. Fuck you mean bleed. Nigga, don't get me started. You know I'm retarded and lion-hearted. You flipped on your peeps for those peoples in them white sheets. Like you pro-black, we pass kneeling, how you shit on cap.
Did you kneel to what you stand?
What?
Did you kneel to what you stand?
Okay. I think we passed kneeling.
Nigga, you got the check, the pros went back, and that's no cap. Leaving cap with no salary cap. Your son said you his dad, and you never threw him a pass. Watching his siblings in the stands, saying lips, say no, say hands. You say the kid is not your son, they call you Hov, it must be immaculate conception. Yeah, choke no joke, you know what it is. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This one right here is for the mixtape. Let's go. Yo, Nas, I ain't do this for clout. I'm just a real nigga trying to figure you out. How you don't put blood in this Judas mouth. Talking Japanese wine like you fanning out. Blushing at this bitch that disrespects your kid and her earth. Carmen, I know that it hurt.
You know, back then when he made these disparaging remarks and comments about my daughter and created this disgusting visual, there were so many people around him that stayed quiet. They said absolutely nothing.
Carmen, I know that it hurt. You said Pac left us. When rappers that wink at other rappers in the studio, which made me think, yo, what he got on you? And homie in pink, cause at Webster Hall, he didn't stream one link. Yo, y'all glutton for punishment. I'm sick and I'm done with it. If it was part of your plan, Nas, hard my word on it. I'm just your fan. With little celebrity, some say it's just the hate in me. Nah, I'm cut from a cloth. You don't brush shit off. Well, the penthouse of law gotta have a ceiling. Only forgive hoes with sexual healing. And that thought right now is not appealing. With these chicks, with the dicks like Little Nas. X, I'm not a fan. You damaged your brand. Yo, Nas, don't ever do that shit again. I'm signing off. Esco stand. Yeah. Choke no joke, you know what it is. You know what it is. Oh yeah, and you nigga, I ain't sorry for shit. I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit. Wedge. Webster Dictionary defines the word as a substance that is used for splitting wood or rocks. Something causing a breach or separation. It's funny what that lens can capture. Separation. Division.
How y'all having a meeting about Jay without? Nope, not drawers right there. Nobody told me nothing. How come y'all having a market meeting without Jay? Without Jay without? I don't get it. It's 10:30 in the morning. Now you want to get Lee off? Please go get her.
No, actually, I was just gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Why are you leaving? I'm asking a question.
She doesn't have an answer.
So, well, I'm wondering, what line of thought is it, what pattern is it, John McNeely and all of y'all, that y'all have my biggest artists here, and y'all in here, y'all Def Jam staff is dealing with Jay's marketing without me. Please explain that to me, because this seems treacherous.
And animosity.
What you mean bullshit? The fuck, y'all niggas having meetings about my artists without calling me? It ain't no bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Now look, oh y'all look, everybody here is ashamed of y'all. Who wants to work under a cow? They don't have to. Cow!
I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shits. I'm nothing like Nas, I'm with the shits. I'm more like Jungle, wanting to bust your shit. But bro got me on chill. He said I'm illmatic, with the static, with the ratchet. Let's go to Brooklyn, cause he gotta have it. School days, would've called you faggot and smoked you like a Spike Lee joint. Yo, the greatest of all timers, got hit with all timers. You buster, nigga, your mic with the shine. Knockout. Yeah, one-liners, give you a reason to be a one-eyer without reasonable doubt. You been a liar. You headache, Kane, Jazzo inspired, rape Damon.
So they trying to take our franchise from us. That's what they trying to do. Make this beef with. They trying to. I bet you they're staging this beef with us. Trust me. Trust me.
It was all about the power to, you know, to get rid of Dame Dash, you know, and take Jay-Z to the next level without Dame, you know. And it was, you know, Dame should stop blaming Leo and Todd Moskowitz and start blaming Steve Stout.
You know about the Scarface party and all that? How they make sure house on in Puerto Rico? He's gonna be there performing, but they're doing something with them.
Who, Jay?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna be out there for that. With the release of the Scarface DVD.
Jay's performing for that?
And I don't need two lips to blow this like a trumpet, you dumb shit. This is an unusual musical I conducted. You looking at the black Warren Buffett, so all critics can duck sick. I don't care if you see the Lawrence Tucker or you Bill O'Reilly. You only rallied me up for 3 years. They had me peeing out in the cup. Now they about to free me up. What you think I'm gonna be? What? Rehabilitated? Man, I still feel hatred. I'm young, black, and rich, so they wanna strip me naked. But you never had me like Christina Aguilera. But catch me at the West Side driving like Halle Berry or the West. Fuck it. Peace and love, y'all. The black album on the way.
And then we doing our party, so
Following Steve Stout's direction.
And what was Steve Stout telling you to do?
He walked me through how to get rid. His plan was to get rid of Dame Dash.
He told you that.
That was the plan.
Okay.
Rape Dame and Chris, they ran the lion through the rock and the fire. Damn, you cold. Built the nation, the prop back home. How you the king of LA when Cube is home? How you bang in LA after Nip is gone? Mr. Smith, yeah, I'm nice with the gift too. The double entendres got those two. Your wisdom, knowledge, that I'm king too. I'm sorry I met the other side of you. That's the gift and the curse. I'm Christ from birth, from the hearse to the dirt. Fake niggas claim hurt, so I stay on my bullshit like I'm dirt and never shy. Let my feelings fly. Let's go. Cause we all die. Like your beds, nigga, I'm here. Only fear I have is truth not be told. We all get old. It's choke, no joke. Y'all already know. Let's go. Choke, no joke. You already know. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This for the mixtape. The 50-year-old platinum virgin. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Welcome to AMC Theater 11. Enjoy your show.
Yo, Lee. Run the rail.
It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh, we here now. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. I'm here, baby. Don't be lazy. I'm here, baby. Do I got a lot of footage from back in the days? Do I got? Man. Y'all don't know I'm the man with the master plan. DJ Mr. C. Rest in peace. Who is the man with the master plan? DJ Mr. C. It's joke, no joke, no joke. Hold on. Should I do TikTok or should I do Instagram? Hold on there. Who in the building? Rain on me is in the building. I see you, rain on me. Joke, no joke. I'm live on YouTube, baby. Hit that link. Let's go. ATL, ho. I think I'm gonna go live on TikTok. Gotta give TikTok more love. Instagram always giving me bullshit. So start giving. Oh man, what I do? Start giving TikTok more love out in these streets. All right, y'all. So first things first. How y'all doing out there? Good evening, y'all. Choke No Joke, legendary videographer, producer, director. You know what it is. How y'all feeling out there this wonderful Thursday evening? Happy birthday to the cancers out there. We are live, YouTube. All right. And I'm also live on TikTok, Patreon, LinkedIn. You know what it is. Good looking Jay Smooth, Jay Smiggity, Philly Bill in the building, Jason B, Jason Bourne. You already know. Good evening to you. All right. Cinnamon, the Celia Justice, what up? Kenya, what up? Rob C in the building. Michelle Friggity, C Dub, Betty Booty Baby, Tasha Rain, CC, Crippin. January, February, March, April, May. Kareem Smith, Terry Manson in the building. OG in the building. My fellow Americans in the building. Terry Manson in the building. What's happening? Joke, no joke. Y'all already know, man. We are here. All right. Shout out to all my TikTokers in the building. Said Buzz, what up? Roger Bulock, what up? That goddamn font super small on that TikTok. Jesus Christ. Got to get a magnifying glass for that. Vanity just stepped in. So yeah, y'all, man. So if you didn't catch me earlier, yeah, because I ain't go live last night. If you didn't catch me earlier, I talked about I did one of those long, extensive interviews, like a 3-hour interview with Ray Daniels and the Guards show. And it was very, 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 very interesting. It was very enlightening. It was very explosive, very educational, funny, and serious at times, and I really can't wait for y'all to see it. You know what I'm saying? This is it's definitely gonna be one for the books, because I don't be doing these interviews, especially 3-hour interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like those sit-down interviews, I haven't done. Like the last major one I've done was Big Boy, from Big Boy's Neighborhood in LA. So this one would be equivalent to that, because I do D-How all the time, and that's more about the current events. But yeah, this one is about 3 hours. I didn't pull no punches, because he assured me that I didn't have to be politically correct. So I definitely gave him choke no joke, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Still a little toned down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even though he told me I ain't have to be, but we'll see. I'm still I'm going to wait and see if if the interview plays in its entirety. Like I'm willing. I want to see not how real they show is, but more of it if he's a man of his word. Because we just met, so I really don't know if he's a man of his word. To me, I take a man on his word when they give me their word. Their actions prove more once things progress. But like I said, I was very comfortable in the space. I was there early before my interview, so I got to sit in and watch on something else that they was doing that y'all will see soon. And but I like the energy in the room. You know, it's a lot of parts to the show. Um, a lot of parts. You may not see all the parts, but all the parts play a part in that show. I mean, Ray's the protagonist, you know what I'm saying? He's like the leader of it. But you got, you know, Rick the negotiator, and you got other people right behind the scenes. And some of them have microphones. So you may hear them but not see them. I don't think you may see them. But it's like I said, the room was right because, you know, like I said, it was other people in the room. You know, they may have other roles, but it gave the room a nice audience, and it was a nice uh demographic from, you know, old school to new school. So the perspectives was, you know, all over the place, but the energy was great. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, even though we didn't agree on some things, and some things we did agree, and some things we did agree to disagree on. But it never, the energy never shifted. It always was like positive would be the simple word, but it was much more positive. It was more it was positive, electrifying, entertaining, you know. It was just more than positive energy, but I'll think of the word that I'm looking for in a minute. But it felt really great to you know, sit amongst a lot of people and talk about the game, and, you know, have people from different eras and stuff. Uh I'm thinking about one of the things we talked about. I'm gonna talk about it because we talked about it, so y'all gonna get to see it. But, you know, I'm a paraphrase because I can't remember everything in detail. It ain't my story; it's Ray's story, right? But y'all gonna see in that podcast, right? What was we talking about at that time? Oh, I was explaining it, talking to him, and running it down about like the gay secret society and entertainment, right? So I'm telling him, and I'm like, yo, you didn't see the latest Suge Knight joint? I think it was the one with Dr. Dre. It might have been, and Dre Day, where he talked about uh it's a secret society and the entertainment business of homosexuals, right? That pose to be straight. A bunch of straight rappers on the outside, really closeted homosexuals or bisexual or whatever the fuck, because they might be married. Some of them are married. Some of them might have girlfriends. Some of them might have babies. But it's just the inner workings of the behind the scenes, and we get deep into that, right? And I think his overall perspective, I think, was it being like a power thing or whatever to keep niggas quiet. Like, and I'm like, nigga, you ain't gotta uh violate my manhood to keep me quiet. Like so That, like I said, you'll see it. I'm paraphrasing right now, but that was his perspective. So then I asked the nigga, I said, so you tell me you don't think Diddy's bisexual? Well, joke, you know, man, oh man, and you know, man, and oh man, and you know, man. Right? So I'm like, yo, come on, my nigga. Like, like now, this one thing I'm giving y'all about Ray when y'all see this interview. This is a goalpost and moving nigga. Like, you'll ask a nigga a straight up question. He like, he trying to say he ain't being political, but that nigga will grab the goalpost and say, yeah, but you know. That nigga Ray is a goalposted ass, moving ass nigga, right? So I say to him, I'm like, so you don't think Diddy's bisexual, right? So I tell him, you know, that the encounter that I had that I told y'all, and I, you know, I tell him that story or whatever, right? And so he goes, well, you know, Choke, man, you know, I'm gonna tell you my Diddy story, right? Right. So this is the, let me tell you his Diddy story, right? Y'all gonna see it on his show, but I'm just gonna paraphrase it and shit. Y'all get to hear more detail, right? And shout out to Ray Daniels and the God podcast. You know what I mean? Yeah, when that interview dropped, y'all make sure y'all check it, right? So this nigga said him and two of his guys, I can't remember their names, but both of their names begin with a T, right? Because he said something and something, but I know it was two T's. I can't think of their names right now. But he says they go to Diddy house for a meeting, right? Now check this out. He said they go to Diddy house for a meeting. You hear what I'm saying, right? A meeting. They sit in the Diddy house for the meeting. And Diddy comes out in some white boxes, right? Now, to bring it a little backstory on this, right? I'm telling Ray in the interview about various encounters that I had in the entertainment business where men was hitting on me, and he's trying to act like the shit was all in my head, right? So that's why I got to bring this back, right? So I'm telling him, like, nigga, I'm a grown ass man. And I done lived fucking half a century, motherfucker. I know when a motherfucker's hitting on me, right? Just like you know when you hitting on a woman or a woman's attracted to you, you know when somebody is making a pass at you. Stop playing, right? So you're right. So that's what's leading up to him telling me his Diddy story, right? Because I told him various situations that, you know, encounters that I had in the industry. Now, they had Diddy house, and they there for me, and Diddy comes out in some white boxes and nothing else. Now, for all the men in here, all the women in here, have you ever seen your man in white boxes? Fellas, you know white boxes is you can see through white boxes. Like you can, if you is a dark skin like me, unless you a fucking pale ass white man that's going to blend in with the same color of the white in the white boxes, you might not you might be camouflaged. But a black chocolate man in white boxes, you can see his junk. right? Now check this out. It gets better, right? And you'll see it when this episode ends, right? So, like I said, I'm just paraphrasing the story. You'll see it when he tell it, right? Diddy walks out in his white boxes, right? They sitting there for a meeting. And this nigga goes and get in the pool. And his white drawers. They sitting there for a meeting. This nigga comes out for the meeting in white boxes, right? And then goes straight into the pool. It comes over to the edge of the pool like this. Yo, what up, y'all? So, yo, what's up? What y'all want to talk about? He said, them niggas is all like, yo, man, you know, whoa. I can't hear you, Playboy. I can't hear you, Playboy. Y'all got to come closer. Come closer, Playboy. Come closer. We good. Nigga said Diddy told him to come closer to the pool. Nigga, you in the pool in white boxes. Now you fucking wet. Have you ever seen the poster of the Jamaican girl, right, with the wet t-shirt, and she got the white t-shirt on, and it looked like she just dipped into the water and came up, and you can see her areolas and her nipples and everything. That's what white underwear would be with Diddy in the fucking pool. He would be the Jamaican girl in the poster, but with his junk showing, with his plan is showing, right? So they refuse to move closer. Now here's the thing. They like Diddy like, yo, come closer, Playboy. Come closer, Playboy. You know, I can't really hear you, Playboy. He talking all smooth and seductive. They like, yo, Puff, we can't hear you, nigga. Yo, what we doing with the publishing deal? Yo, come over here, Playboy. You know, I can't really hear you over there. Come here. Come to the pool. He said, them niggas tell him, like, nah, man, we good. We can hear you from here. And then he says, the nigga Puff says, yo, come on, Playboy. I know y'all heard a lot of gay stuff, homosexual stuff about me, baby. But this ain't that right now. Come close, baby. Come close. Yeah, man, I know y'all heard the gay stuff about me, but this ain't that right now. You know, come close, man. I can't hear y'all, baby. Come close. I can hear you now. Roger that. I hear you loud and clear, nigga. Right? So I'm like, so Ray, you don't think this nigga was testing y'all niggas? You don't think that he was testing y'all niggas? Y'all wait till y'all see his response. Now, let me tell you something. Soon as the nigga would have came out in his drawers, just me, and I know I'm different, and niggas say, oh, Choke, that's why you can't get to the big bag because you can't play the game. That's okay. I'll take the little bag have my goddamn sanity and my motherfucking jaws and motherfucking anus intact, right? Niggas say, I mean, you know, when niggas got that kind of money, yo, niggas live, you know, that's how niggas live and shit. Like, nigga walk out and his boxes, bro. And I'm there for $1 million. I don't care if the nigga's fucking Michael Jackson. I don't give a fuck how big he is. Yo, Playboy, this is just me. Yo, Playboy, can you put on a robe, my nigga? Bare minimum. Or could you put some clothes on? Or can we step out while you get dressed and, you know, you call us back? Or if you need to take a swim in the pool, we'll be back. Or, you know, if y'all niggas want to stay, call me, put me on the speakerphone. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk on the speakerphone. But, bro, you're not going to come out here in your goddamn underwear. No shirt on, nothing on, just you in your underwear, and go and get in the fucking pool with some white underwear on and think that I'm going to even sit here. I don't care if we was getting ready talking about $5 million. Brother, you got to put some pants on, man. I'm sorry. You got to grab a robe, something, this, that, and the third, bro. But I'm not moving up closer to the pool and you in your drawers and you already wet for you to start back fucking doing the back fucking pedal and shit when I get closer to make sure I see your motherfucking nuts hanging. No, 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 no. Nobody, nobody. But y'all can be the judge when y'all well, ain't nothing to judge because it is something that happened already. But y'all hear about that when, you know, when that is. But my thing was, so you don't think that was a test. You think that's just normal behavior. All right. Just because nigga got they got 100 million, 200, a billion, $1 trillion, because he got that type of money. That's acceptable behavior. I'm just built different. I'm just built different. Well, I'm telling you, there's gonna be some real interesting conversations. That ain't nothing. Oh, that ain't even nothing. It's so many interesting. Oh man. Oh, I can't wait for y'all to see it. But while I'm still on Diddy, I know y'all heard the news that Diddy moms is in the hospital. They said she was having chest pains or whatever. I would think that judging from that news, and you know, prayers to his moms ain't got nothing to do with the Cassie video or anything like that, you know. So I would think that, you know, if it's stress related, that the reality is probably starting to kick in. And if it's not stress related, you know, whatever health problems she's having, you know, our prayers go out to her. But I think that there's a reality setting in amongst the Combs family, because ironically, not that the two have anything to do with each other, but at the same time, Janice Combs going to the hospital for chest pains. Misa is posting I don't want to say cryptic encrypted messages or cryptic messages, because her thoughts are clear, but I think that with the indictment coming down, her latest post was kind of dispelling the fact that she had a kid with Puff at it while she was underage. And it's kind of like, well, why are you doing that? Like, so I'm starting to feel like now, if she was against Puff at one time, and make the energy of this post makes me feel like she kind of want to protect him a little bit. Like, because let me read the post. I feel like they had a conversation. Like, he might have had a family meeting and was like, yo, whoa, 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 whoa. This is what it is. This is what it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. I need your support. Da, 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 da. And see, these are the images that she posted. This is her when she was pregnant with Justin. That was Justin as a baby with Big and Craig Mack. This is Misa with Puff. So this is 1993, right? Now, this type of post right here tells me that she's putting out statements. I don't know. Well, I believe this statement is here is to dispel the fact that Puff got her pregnant when she was a minor, right? But it's an interesting post because, remember just not too long ago, she was kicking his back in, right? When, all this shit was happening. But now listen to the tone of this. Misa, 1993. I was pregnant. Puffy just got fired from Uptown Records. Andre Harrell said there cannot be two kings in the castle. He was right. It comes a time. Puffy was scared. He had a child on the way, and we just moved. And we just moved into a big, beautiful new home. He had me call Andre Harrell and ask for his job back several times. Andre Harrell stood on business. The same way a father would when it's time for his son to make that move. I told Puffy he could do it. He was a mastermind. He just had to do exactly what he had done doing successfully at Uptown Records, but just for himself now. I wasn't scared. I believed in him. Bad Boy started in our basement in Scarsdale, New York, thanks to the legendary Bert Padell. One night, we were at the Palladium, and Puff was about to give Flex the record. I could still picture that moment. We were at the bar patiently waiting for the record to be played. The crowd response was going to tell us everything we needed to know. Flavor in Your Ear played. Everyone went crazy. Puff looked at me and said, "You see this shit, Mish?" I just smiled. It's Bad Boy. My life experience, my life story. Besides, every bad boy was a bad girl. Please don't come on here with any negativity. Instead, try praying for all involved. See what I'm saying? A minute ago, she was kicking his back in. Now, it's pray for this nigga, right? Please don't come on here with any negativity. Instead, try praying for all involved. You cannot erase history and our cultural impact. You cannot erase history and our cultural impact. This is also our, and she capitalized our legacy, and then capitalized the word every single person whose blood, sweat, tears, talent, and business acumen went into this movement. Were you not entertained? Were you not inspired? You see how she praising them now? She's the first one to be in support of Diddy when everybody said nobody's there to support him outside of Stevie J. Now he got Misa support. By the way, I had Justin at 19 years old. I turned 20 years old 7 days later. For a while, the internet had my age wrong. I say, hey, leave it. Stop believing everything you hear on the internet. Rest in peace, Craig Mack. Rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G. Rest in peace, Andre Harrell. And rest in peace, Bert Padell. Pray for all involved. That she can mean the victims too. Hold on a second. So you see when that Southern District of New York reach out, Misa got a whole new tune. And she got to realize, man, your son might be going to jail too. So she got to be careful. Remember, Puff is just a subject. Her son, if what Lil Rod stated and his lawsuit is true, her son might get pulled into that. The sons might get pulled into the whole sex trafficking thing. He might have the sex trafficking. It might be the drug trafficking. He's not going to jail by himself. I'm telling you that now. And you know why he ain't going by his jail by himself? Because they come with a RICO. It has to be an organization. And unlike R. Kelly, I mean, a few people got arrested, but R. Kelly ultimately went to jail by himself, which might happen with Puff, with all these niggas probably going to tell on them to save themselves. But when the indictment hit, he's not going to be the only one that's picked up. It's going to be a few of them. And it's a strong possibility. And when I say strong, I mean like Arnold Schwarzenegger strong possibility that he might get pulled into that Tupac case. I don't know if I don't think that's even possible. That would mean, like, I don't think that's legally possible. If they could charge Puff with the conspiracy to kill Tupac while Keefe D is locked up for that crime. Would they have to feds pick up the case and then go and arrest Keefe D out of the state and make it federal and make that shit like a RICO? I don't know how that works. How would that work? If Keefe D blamed it on Puff. I don't know if he could have a conspiracy charge on the Tupac shit while Keefy D is locked up. I'm gonna have to ask some legal people about that. I know they could subpoena him on a case to see if what they said, if Keefy D's if start telling and saying, oh, it was a hit for Puff or whatever. But I don't think in Diddy's case that's coming down, if they can charge him in a conspiracy to be involved in that. You can't charge two people for the same fucking crime. Well, you can technically, don't get me wrong. But I don't know how that would work. Maybe because it'll be federal, it probably could be a conspiracy charge. But something's telling me that there's going to be more additions to this Tupac shit. I don't think it's just going to end with Keefy D. Because either Keefy D defense is either going to be rat on Puff or I wasn't there. Good evening, CC. DJ D Rock in the building. What up? I'm gonna tell y'all this. Let's just assume Keefy D was. They can prove Keefy D was in Vegas. I believe Keefy D was in Vegas. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. Because remember, Keefy D tells a story about how him and Suge saw each other the night before in Vegas, and Suge came over to him and gave him a pound, and everybody was jocking him because Suge gave him a pound and was wondering who he was. So, but that also goes to show that them niggas did not have Southside and the mob didn't have no beef like that. And Keefy D and Suge didn't have no beef like that because they just saw each other the night before. So Keefy D is in Vegas. Keefy D is definitely in Vegas. Now, was he in that car? Is a different story. But let's say he was in the car. I do believe that they got more evidence than what they telling us on Orlando on the Orlando Anderson incident and the whole Tupac thing. I'm willing to bet that there is more surveillance footage that will pop up in the trial that's going to put Keefy D in places to show that he was there in Vegas. That footage is gonna pop up. That you can guarantee that there's footage that we haven't seen over the last 30 years that will pop up in this goddamn trial. That's going when if he try to lie and say that he wasn't in Vegas, they're gonna show that he was in Vegas. Because he'd be a goddamn fool to say he wasn't in Vegas when he said he saw Suge on Friday in Vegas. He'd be stupid to use that as his defense that he wasn't there. He can say he wasn't in the car because how they gonna prove that? But to say that he wasn't in Vegas, I doubt that. Do I believe the confession letter from the Patton brothers about Little Half Dead? No. No. Not at all. This is what I believe. I believe that where do I want to start from? I believe once Tupac and Snoop went through that thing with Angie Martinez, him going on the radio and saying that he ain't got no beef with Bad Boy and that like that was the final straw that brought everything to where we are today, right? There's stuff that I know of that I can't say about when Snoop when after they left New York and they got back to LA, Snoop tells the story about him being on a plane with the knife and the fork under the blanket and all this other shit. But there's more to it that's not being said. After they got off the plane, he said to Pot, "Yo, man, you going to the gig, you going to the fight?" And Flock was like, and that was the last time they talked. There's alternate stories and that is alternate endings into that conversation, right? But like I said, I can't say, right? So be careful what I say. Well, at that point, that was the complete division between Dog Pound and Pac and the Outlaws, right? Remember, that was the last time Pac and and Snoop saw each other. So what I believe is this. There's various things going on at that time, right? One of the outside of the beef between Pac and Pac and Snoop, or in the Dog Pound and the Outlaws, however you want to look at it. There's also Suge finding out that what was it called? The Kentron, the accounting company. I think it was called Kentron. I can't remember, but Suge found out the accounting company allegedly was stealing, and he caught them stealing like $20-30 million. This same accounting firm was Suge also found out that David Kenner had put his name on his building as a partner, and he found out that David Kenner was doing some shicey stuff, and that kind of hurt Suge, but he found out. In that whole process, while all that's going on, and they having these revelations that niggas is stealing and doing some weird shit, Pac fires David Kenner as a conflict of interest, with him working with him in the label and all that other shit, the fucking private accounting firm too. But and Pac also fires Reggie Wright Jr. So Pac and Suge is on the same page at this time that niggas is stealing. It ain't a good idea for David Kenner to be managing Pac and shit. So they know niggas is stealing. And they starting to clean house. They are privy and woke to all the money that's being taken in the conflict of interest, in representation, and all the shit. They starting to wake up. So now with Pac firing Reggie Wright Jr. and Pac firing David Kenner, how you think them two niggas took it? Right? How you think they took it? With Suge firing the accounting firm and finding out that David Kenner was doing some slick shit to him. And now Pac and Suge is privy to the motherfuckers around them doing dirty shit, right? Now, at the same time, you got Snoop over here. He got a problem with Pac. Now, y'all tell me, after Snoop said he cool with Biggie, right? Publicly, on the air, on the radio, right? Which is weird to Pac, because this is the same nigga that got your trailer shot up. Let's not forget, Big got on the radio in New York City and said, yo, y'all gonna let the Dog Pound and Tupac and them niggas shoot a video in Brooklyn? Y'all gonna let them do that? Big got their shit shot up when he did that, right? You think Snoop really forgave him for that shit? Some gangbangers. A nigga got to get their trailer shot up. They could have died. And Biggie still a boy. Biggie still a man. After he done got their trailer shot up. Y'all really believe that shit? Where was a big apology to Snoop at for getting this shit shot up? When did we ever see them niggas coincide after that shit? After he got his fucking trailer shot up. Now, of course, Snoop gonna get on the radio and say he ain't got no beef with them niggas. They ain't his homeboys. What he supposed to say? But by him doing that, he drew a line in the sand with Pac, right? And I'm not gonna say it ain't far fetched that Snoop could have forgave Big, or maybe they didn't really forgive Big and forgave Puff. Like, yo, you ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't say it, he said it. You know what I'm saying? Right? But my thought process is this. Either way, Snoop drew the line in the sand. Y'all think Snoop and Tupac was going to do a show together after he said that shit? You think Snoop was going to walk in the studio in Death Row Studios and work in studio A, B, C, and D while Pac is in D, E, E, and F? After this nigga went on the radio and said he ain't got no beef with Biggie and them, and they Death Row together. And this is the same nigga that was sitting there doing diss records to this nigga. This nigga that got your trailer shot up, and you talking about you ain't got no beef with him? Really? How was Snoop moving forward with Pac with that, right? And they already done had incidents. It was already physical fights between the Dog Pound and the Outlaws. What do you think was going to happen next? Do you really think Snoop was going to be around Pac after he said that shit? Think about it. If this nigga riding on Biggie like that, and this nigga Snoop supposed to be Death Row, and he talking about he ain't got beef with the enemy. Imagine Tony Yayo telling 50 he ain't got beef with Ja Rule. Imagine Tony Yayo going on the radio, Angie Martinez. Man, I ain't got beef with Ja Rule. Ja Rule and Irv, them my homeboys. That nigga 50 would have been like, yo, come take this ride with me, nigga. Sit in the front seat. Ka! Shot Yayo right in the back of his head. Gotta be kidding me. How you think Snoop was moving forward with Pop? So that the drama was lit, in my opinion. The drama was lit. Now, let's line it up, right? This is just my theory. When we talk about Tupac. And remember what Suge said. If you solve one murder, you solve both of them, right? Because it's the same players, he said, right? Now we know Reggie was a suspect in the Biggie's murder, right? Now we know Reggie was out in Vegas during the Tupac murder, right? Now if you solve one, you solve both, right? Keep that in mind. Snoop and Orlando Anderson Snoop, Orlando Anderson, and Trayvon Lane are all from Long Beach. Did you know that? Did you know that? Snoop, Trayvon Lane, and Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson, are all originally from Long Beach. Snoop already said he knew Orlando Anderson. Snoop is on the Hard White compilation with Big Dre and Orlando Anderson and them people, right? So they have a Long Beach connection relationship. Right? Which would give Snoop, I ain't gonna say affiliations, well, Crip affiliations, but he got some relationships with the Southside Crips because Orlando moved from Long Beach to Southside. Trayvon Lane moved from Long Beach to Compton. That's where you got your beef at between Trayvon Lane and Baby Lane, is because Trayvon Lane came from LBC, Long Beach Crips, just like Orlando, just like Snoop. He moved to Compton and turned Mar Pyru, allegedly, right? When you listen to Pork Butt tell it, Reggie, Trayvon moved from Long Beach and became Mar Pyru. Now, as the real story goes, Orlando runs into Trayvon Lane after not seeing him for a while because they done moved, and ran into Trayvon Lane in the Lakewood Mall and addressed him as a Crip. And now he's a Blood, which started the altercation in the Lakewood Mall, allegedly, because they both was from Long Beach, ain't seen each other, ran into each other. Yo, what's up, cuz? Cuz, I'm Blood now. You Blood now? Nigga, you fucking Long Beach Crip, nigga. What you mean you Blood? Nigga, I'm Blood now. What's cracking? Nigga chain come off. Nigga pick up his chain. He get his chain back. They never took the chain. They move on. Boom. Somewhere down the line, right? Suge, Tupac been having beef with Biggie, Bad Boy, Biggie and Puff. We know they did them baby mama drama, all that stuff, right? But keep in mind, Suge and Pac fired Kenner, Kentron, and Reggie Wright Jr. prior to Vegas, right? Remember, Snoop and Pac got some real serious fucking beef with this nigga on the radio talking about he ain't got beef with Puffy in him, right? And they already had tension. It was already physical altercation between the Dog Pound and the Outlaws already. They already had some drama. So now we know that Reggie's affiliated with the Crips, whether it be the Gray Street Crips, whether it be the South Side Crips, because his dad used to work down in that area, as his dad said, and he knew Orlando and all this, that, and other, right? What I believe is when the beef was going on between Pac and Big and Suge and Puff, there was words thrown around. Now, according to Gene Squill, aka Eugene I. Squill, right? According to Gene, D-Mac that runs around, not David Mack the cop, D-Mac, the Crip, that runs around with Diddy, kept telling Diddy that his Southside and his Grape Street niggas handle Suge and Pac for them if they needed them to. And he kept saying. This is what Gene is saying. Y'all probably heard him say this as well. Right? So, according to Keefe D, we do know that Southside was around Bad Boy. According to Keefe D, Puff offered them some money to to hit Tupac and Suge, right? Allegedly. Now, according to Gene Squill, with D-Mac keep telling Diddy that he could get Southside or the Grape Street to handle it, right? Reggie's affiliated with the Grape Street. We know that from his paperwork, right? Southside's Keefe D, right? I don't know where D-Mac falls in between Southside and Keefe and Grape Street, right? But I know that allegedly, according to Gene Squill, D-Mac kept telling Diddy that he could get Southside and Grape Street to handle Suge and Pac, right? Now, once again, Reggie in his paperwork is a Grape Street Crip. Keefe D is a South Side Crip. Orlando's a South Side Crip. Via Long Beach Crip, right? Keefe D says Puff eventually offers him $1 million for Suge and Pop, right? So if D-Mac is the plug, allegedly, is the plug between, or the liaison between Diddy and the Crips, whether it be Southside or Grape Street, we know that Keefe D's affiliation is Southside and Reggie's affiliation is Grape Street, according to his paperwork, right? So now, when Puff allegedly, if he did say to Keefe D, yo, I got $1 million for them, this, that, and the other, right? We know back then, Reggie Farver knew who Orlando was. Reggie Farver used to be in the Southside Crip neighborhood. We also know that Marv James is affiliated with the Southside Crip neighborhood via his baby mama, Paula. And I think her name was Paula, allegedly. And he has a daughter in the Southside neighborhood, right? But Reggie was Grape Street, allegedly, according to his paperwork. Marv James had a baby in Southside. Keefe D is from Southside. Orlando is from Southside. Right? Now, Reggie and Trayvon Lane are close. He said they got there, I think, 2 doors from each other, right? But even though Reggie is Grape Street Crip affiliated allegedly, and Trayvon Lane is Marv Piru affiliated, or Marv Piru, them two is still death row. And we know Bloods and Crips can coincide with each other at death row, as Snoop is a Crip, you know what I'm saying? And Suge homies was Bloods, right? Now, we know Trayvon and Orlando had a relationship at one point, right? I know that the Chain story is bullshit, right? But all that, the Chain story is the alibi for the hit. The Chain story is the alibi for the hit because that gives the impression that Tupac went and beat up Orlando Anderson because he took the little homie Chain. That's a lie. Because the Chain story is a lie, right? So allegedly with Reggie being close to Trayvon, right? And now being fired by Tupac, and David Kenner being fired by Tupac, and Kentron being fired by Suge, and Suge finding out that Kenner put his name on his building, and them being woke, now they plan on going to Vegas, right? But for some strange reason, Snoop is inquiring to Pac if he going to Vegas, but he never show up to Vegas. Not only do he not show up to Vegas, he tell his whole crew, do not go. as if he knew something was going to happen. Now, according to Warren G, Snoop even had communications on what was going on out in Vegas via walkie-talkie. Why? We don't know. But let's go into the affiliations, right? You got Sharita Knight, who is Suge's ex-wife or wife, maybe at the time. Managing Snoop, the Dog Pound, Nate Dogg, all these people mostly on the Crip side, right? But at the same time, she's messing with Kevin Gaines from the LAPD, who is friends with David Mack and Rafael Perez. We know Reggie is privy to who Kevin Gaines is because we heard him on the phone calling, asking, and inquiring about him, making sure that she didn't write checks to Reggie. I mean, to Kevin Gaines from Death Row. Suge catches Sharita in Vegas at another time, not when Pac got killed, with Kevin Gaines, take them out to the desert, allegedly, and stripped them and left them naked in Vegas, out in the desert, right? Then went and kicked her door and looking for this nigga to stand up. So Kevin Gaines had every right to be trying to have something to do to Suge because Suge was trying to do shit to him and Suge had already did shit to him, allegedly, right? So now with doubling back to Gene Squill saying that D-Mac kept telling Puff that he could get the Grape Street in the South Side to handle Tupac and them, right? Let's say that, well, we know that Keefy D met with, was around with Diddy, and we know of this meeting that he said that they have where Puff offered them $1 million to do it, right? Let's just assume that's all true, right? Allegedly. Let's say that Keefy D went to Reggie, allegedly, and told him about the offer. He would be the Grape Street peoples that D-Mac could be referring to. And Southside could be Keefy D that he was referring to, allegedly, if he said this, right? According to Gene Squill. Let's say that allegedly Keefy D and Reggie drew up the play for this whole thing. Yo, we're gonna have Orlando stand there. Yo, you can have Trayvon tell the nigga Pac, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? If shit jump off, boom, 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 boom. And then we'll use that. And then when them niggas is out, we'll use that as the alibi to hit them. You know what I'm saying? We'll say it was a gang, you know, over some gang shit, right? And my phone died. Hold on. So let's say that they all got together, because we heard about some secret meeting. We don't know, like, if that was true, that they, they went to the gangs to get it sanctioned that they could hit Tupac and Big. I mean, Tupac and Suge, right? We don't know if that all that's true, right? But the connections is there, right? You got Snoop telling his crew not to go. Why? What do you know? Why are they not to go? Why? Why? Are you telling niggas not to go? When you asking Pac as if he going, as if you going, right? That's one. Then you got the connection between the Crips, the South Side, Long Beach, and the Grape Street, right? Then next you got Reggie and Kenna getting fired by Pac. The accounting firm getting caught and getting fired. And then you got the beef between Pac and Snoop, right? Now, we all know Reggie's a snake, right? So, and he allegedly wanted Suge's company, or wanted to be the man at Death Row, this, that, and the other, which he was able to become once Suge went to jail, right? Now, remember, at this time, Suge don't have a clue as to what the hell just happened between with him and Tupac, right? So now let's just say, if Puff offered them this money, who outside of Suge and Tupac would know all their whereabouts, what they doing, their movements, this, that, and the other, outside of the head of security? Right? Reggie's not at the fight when they jumped Orlando. He's not at the shooting. But he's able to be the first person to call his father and tell his father exactly what happened without being with them. Without talking to nobody, he was able to call his father and tell him that it was Southside without being at the fight and without being at the shooting. Now, he done testified to this. His father done went and talked about this. Robert Ladd, Bobby Ladd, and Brennan talked about this. How Reggie was able to call his father and tell him Southside shot Tupac within minutes of the shooting without talking to Suge or anybody for them to tell him that it was them. Right? In my opinion, I believe that they had the plan. I believe that Keefy D may have allegedly offered Reggie some money to set them up. Like, yo, we're going to get $1 million. Them niggas get it. Reggie had nothing to lose. This nigga just got fired. He wasn't what you call it. Kenna got fired. Pac is the biggest thing smoking right now, right? They both get fired. And Suge is woke on niggas stealing this, that, and other. Just caught David Kenna trying to put his name on his building, this, that, and other. And now the shooting happens, the fight happens, and Reggie's nowhere around. But he's the one that able to call his father like this and tell him who did it without going to the crime scene and didn't show up to that hospital for 3 hours. For 3 hours, he was missing. 3 hours. 3 hours. The head of security for Tupac, when he got shot up, this nigga got shot up, and it still took him 3 hours to show up. The head of security. Think about it. 3 hours. So I believe that, fast forwarding a little bit, that when Zip took the money, right, and didn't give Keefy D and them the money, that's why Reggie and them took a loss, right? Now, it's alleged, or I don't know if it's alleged or not, but or if I have to say allegedly or not, but I'm gonna say allegedly, that Keefy D been a confidential informant for a while, right? Because if Greg Caden and them was coming to see him and they kept giving this nigga immunity, this, that, and other, he had to be working, right? Like, why didn't he go to jail if he was supposed to be in the car and all this other stuff? And they give him immunity in the Tupac case. He had to be working as well, too. Same thing with Reggie. When Greg Caden approached him for the Biggie murder, and he gave him Southside, which I got Keefy D caught up and tried to say they killed Big. And then when they found out that Keefy D was with Big the night he got killed, then Reggie flipped and told him the Poochie story, and Greg Caden's stupid ass went for that. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, I'm inclined to believe, yeah, Diddy may have allegedly put that hit out on Tupac and Suge. But I believe if Diddy did put out that hit, I'm inclined to believe that Keefy D, Marv James, Reggie, I believe Snoop knew what the fuck was going on. I believe they all conspired along with allegedly the Rafael Perez's, the David Max, and the Kevin Gaines, because Kevin Gaines was in Vegas. I remember the dude, damn, what's his name? From old FTB, he did a few interviews. I remember him saying that he saw Rafael Perez in Vegas the night that that Pac got killed. He saw him there. Damn, what's his name again? But one of the dudes, and he was in the entourage with Suge and them when they was driving. They just went through the light before Suge and them got to the light. But that dude from OFTB said that he saw Rafael Perez in Vegas that night. Kevin Gaines was in Vegas that night. 2 days before and 2 days after. That's documented. So I believe that Keefe D and them was the decoy, and allegedly Kevin Gaines and maybe Rafael Perez or David Mack went on. Because remember what Suge said, you saw one, you saw both. And he said Perez and them was trying to kill him, right? And he said Orlando wasn't the shooter. And Gaddafi said the dude that was driving was light-skinned, with a hat on, with a bald head and a mustache, and looked like a bitch in the face. Ain't nobody in murder rap, T Brown, Orlando, Dre, or Orlando, light-skinned, bald head, with a mustache that looked like a bitch in the face. And nobody's going to get me to believe anything other than what Gaddafi said. I don't care how long he's been dead. Rest in peace. He gave his fucking interview within an hour or two. I mean, gave his statement within an hour or two of seeing of what he saw. So I believe him more than anybody else because he was sitting in the passenger seat in the car right behind Tupac. And he said the niggas drove up and was looking for them niggas and looked right at him. Light-skinned nigga, bald head, with a mustache, looked like a bitch in the face, which possibly could be Reggie, allegedly, Rafael Perez, allegedly, or David Mack, allegedly, because they all fit that description. Yeah, Kevin Gaines is dead. He got killed by that cop Liger. So once again, there's nobody light-skinned in the car. Suge is the only alive witness, and he said Orlando wasn't the shooter. And he said if you solve the first one, you'll solve the second one, right? Now we know Perez allegedly is also at the Peterson Museum. We know allegedly, well, they ain't alleged, Rafael Perez went and signed went to the morgue, signed the login book, and went and saw Biggie's body. Why would you want to see Biggie's body? We also know that there's images and video of Rafael Perez and Kevin Gaines at the Peterson Museum, not Poochie. We also know in Russell Poole's paperwork that David Kenner told Reggie, allegedly, to hire somebody for the hit for Biggie. And he went and got David Mack. And David Mack went and got Amir Muhammad or Harry Billups or whatever. And then he did the joint. They said, yo, you supposed to got Big and Puff. You only got one. They didn't want to pay the money. He like, y'all niggas better give me my money. I'm going to murk y'all motherfucking niggas. David Mack go rob the bank for the other half of the deposit, the 700 and something thousand or whatever, to pay it back to him. Like, he goes and visit him after he gets knocked for the joint. The money's never recovered, right? But in the paperwork, it says that Reggie went and hired David Mack and to do it. Now, Reggie says he don't know David Mack or Rafael Perez. But C Style, Trey D, Joe Cool, Layla, Jimmy Iovine, all these motherfuckers have seen these niggas around death row, and nobody's And Reggie didn't say he never met these guys. He don't know David Mack. He don't know Rafael Perez. Why he's never in any pictures with them? What reason do C-Style got to lie? What reason do Trey D got to lie that these motherfucking Rampart cops was over at Death Row? And who hired the cops for Death Row? Reggie. Who hired security for Death Row? Not for Death Row, for Right Way Security, because they didn't work for Death Row. They worked for Right Way Security. Who hired these cops for Right Way Security? Reggie. So why are we to believe that C-Style and Trey D and Layla and all of them saying that these cops was around Death Row? Of course, it ain't gonna be no pictures of them because they wasn't supposed to be there, nigga. Stop playing. Stop playing. And as you can see in this last episode, Collect Calls, Sugar saying that Snoop has some allegedly to do with the assassination of Tupac. Now, people saying, oh, man, Suge just saying that because he ain't Snoop. Oh, yeah, I don't remember when Snoop was the motherfucking nigga. When they asked him, yo, who killed Tupac? He said the nigga that was sitting next to him. Y'all don't remember that? Now all the dots is lining up back to Snoop. And Sugar saying it. Now he just doing it because he mad at Snoop and he's hating this, that, and the other, this, that, and the third. Nigga, it's too much evidence. It's too much evidence. And you know the most interesting thing about all this shit? Snoop and Diddy has been friends ever since Big died. Even before. Them niggas is still cool. But remember, if you listen to Gene Skrill, where Snoop kept calling Big when he was in LA, yo, where you at? Where you at? And the niggas Big kept dubbing him. It let you know that Big wasn't trusting Snoop. Big wasn't fucking with Snoop. But Diddy was. So is it possible that Diddy could have got Pac and Big hit by the Crips? Because he had an in-house Crip with him the whole time. Probably still to this day. Who always told him, allegedly, according to Gene Skrill, that I can have Southside and Grape Street handle Sugar and Pac. So it's not strange to you, because it's very strange to me, that Reggie has this relationship with Marv James, Keefy D, and stayed defending Snoop. Oh, man, I don't believe that stuff with Snoop, man. Y'all got to keep Snoop out of it. Snoop ain't got nothing to do. Why? Because it lead back to you. How it lead back to you? Because you and Sharitha is like this. Sharitha was dating Kevin Gaines. You knew it, nigga. Sharitha was managing Snoop. If Suge would have died, y'all would have had everything. So what you do? You send him to jail when you couldn't fucking kill him. And now y'all keep trying to put this Poochie narrative out there. What's going on? The feds is coming for the Biggie case again? This is why y'all trying to change the put the Poochie narrative out there? Nobody believes the Poochie narrative. We believe the dirty cops narrative. And I don't know why Vlad is pushing the Poochie narrative. Make me feel like his ass is in trouble for something to keep trying to push that goddamn lie. You got so many people that said they saw David Mack, Perez, Kevin Gaines at the Peterson's Museum that night. You don't have nobody say they saw Poochie. Nobody. Everybody in LA know who the fuck Poochie is. Compton. Nobody say they saw Poochie that night. But you got people that could put Mac there, Perez there, and Gaines. And Amir Muhammad. Or Harry Billups. The spotter. The worst case scenario he could be is a spotter. I believe. I don't know how this Tupac. I don't know how Puff gets charged for the Tupac shit. With Keefy D already charged for it, but I believe that's gonna come. I don't know how. It may accessory or oh, but it's clear as day that Snoop is scared as fuck too. Snoop and Reggie, they both look scared. The way they acting, their emotions, how they acting out here, their movements, they seem scared. It's just my opinion. To each his own. Choke no joke.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Alright. Let's go out to the ladies. I got one for y'all. First one get the prize. All right. In my room, pissy or boom, alarm clock banging, big tune stuck. Forgot I laid up with Katina, kick freak shit like Adina, pleaser. Even when she being a teaser, Eldida. Now they call her Knock-Nita. How I meet her? Oh yeah, Dalila. Had that ass jumping like the fever. Hit it once, real chick won't front. Heard my name in the jungle, went for the hunt. Don't beat around the bush, you scared of thorns. Days you waste, we can get it on. Word bond like James Todd Smith. Doing it in the back of my whip. Who you with like Jigga? Ain't no nigga. Blow your back out like this nigga. Love is love. Holy crap. It's looking beautiful out here. Water looking a little rough. But I'm here, baby. I'll holler back to y'all in a second. Let me get undressed. Shanita, I had to eat her at Daddy house where I greet her. She made me shiver, quiver. To this day, a nigga still dig her. A dime after you hit it 5 times. Her by your side, make any nigga shine. Walk with a pack, you know how niggas be acting. Disrespectful and shit like they tough like 10 acting. Take her to the beach, bathing suit sweet like candy. Intoxicating like brand. My baby, baby, baby. Drives me crazy, makes me lazy to the bone.
As you can see, we here, back in the Hard Rock Cafe. They done turned it up. Look how they doing the dinner tonight. Look at this. It smells so good out here, I'm telling you. Sinead, make any cat day, okay? No one freak me this way. Had me tied up, my way and lied up. If it was a stick, no way I rise up. Time's up. She said don't move. Suck my lips, said don't fuck up the groove. Blinking crazy, the blindfold move. Smell something sweet across my lips, it move. Here, bite this, tell me what it is. And friend, you can get these skins. Strawberries, untie me in a hurry. Dig you out like you Halle Berry. She said,
hey, you gonna give me what I want?
what's that?
You gonna give me what I need?
I don't know.
I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go. What's up?
Can you give me what I want?
What's that?
Can you give me what I need?
I don't know.
Cause I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go. What's up?
Can you give me what I want?
What's that?
Can you give me what I need?
I don't know.
Cause I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go. Yeah. Joke, no joke. Girl, if you really need it, then you really need to go get a job. Learn from mistakes, man. Don't get tricked out that paper. Joke, no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Suck my nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Choke, no joke, you know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes in these drawers. They don't own cars with Lamborghini doors. When high show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in the Jackson, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply for nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they lazy. Snows powdered white, they brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometime the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes, they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never sold jack. Saw the pen
not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with S to B in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical. It's chemical beats. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go.
Supreme Bigger Figure, Big Cap, The Warden, The Club King,
the DJ Johnny Walker Red,
MC Frank Jigger, the Celebrity's Choice,
Sean Brophy, Sound Engineer,
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer,
Sterling Cox, I was the head of security.
Alpha Grinya.
My name is V.
Omega.
Big G.
Vim Rock from the legendary Naughty by Nature.
Styles P the Ghost, LOX, D Block.
Tech Smith and Wesson.
LB Fan, Mr. Cheeks.
The Cool, the DJ, the Red Alert.
Kid Capri.
The Tunnel was a hip-hop nucleus. It was the epicenter. It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for street basketball. The Tunnel was that of music industry.
My Sunday ritual going to the Tunnel was, I'm telling you, your ass better be there.
We just pretty much did push-ups.
We had to drink a couple bottles of Hennessy, go get smoked.
Leave the jewelry and watches at home.
Before you even get to the tunnel, you gotta get on the block.
You started from 11th Avenue, and when you got to that door, the search procedures was no other.
First time I ever heard of take your shoes off, open your mouth, was in the tunnel.
It was damn near everything but a full cavity search.
Security at the tunnel was no joke.
The beatdowns did happen.
Some of them, you had that chain out, that shit was leaving with one of them niggas.
We had a handful of cats. When we were taking you out, they were digging in your pockets.
The code check at the tunnel was crazy because you ain't know if you was gonna get your shit back.
Sometimes the bloops happen where you might not get your coat.
A lot of boys wanted to get their girls some fur coats, you know? So, I mean, it was free.
The bar was always on tilt at the tunnel.
You might get fake alcohol. Bartenders might have got counterfeit. The dance floor is always rocking.
It looked like a video all the time.
The tunnel had a very unique situation at the bathroom. It was co-ed.
The bathroom was Sodom and Gomorrah.
I was like this, looking, trying to look past the dudes like when they was going in the urinal.
The tunnel was a one-stop shop. They had food, they had alcohol, drugs.
I saw weed the tub. It was just oozing money.
Backstage is like the club amongst the club.
That's where all the so-called stars who was scary to be in the crowd, that's where they hung out at.
The dopest thing about the tunnel for me to remember is hearing my records get played up in there.
The top maybe of all time tunnel banger.
Or anything Bad Boy.
Every Biggie record, any shit by Hov.
Shook Ones was bananas in there.
Nori could poem that bang bang.
Annie up.
Any one of Buster joints.
Wild Out would actually start a fight.
The best performance I ever seen, Jay-Z performed in front of the DJ booth. The DJ booth was bouncing like a ball.
Snoop and Dre. When Dre was there.
DMX, Get At Me, dog.
The king of the tunnel was Jay-Z.
Busta Rhymes.
DMX is the king.
Queen of the Tunnel.
Mary J. Blige.
Foxy and Lil' Kim.
Eve.
King of the tunnel record label-wise was Def Jam.
It's Bad Boy.
The best DJ at the tunnel was Flex.
Big Cap, all day. Flex used to break off the records, but he used to try to bully Cap, like, don't spin this, because when I get here, I want to spin it. No, nigga, fuck wrong with you?
What the tunnel did for artists, it solidified their street music.
That gave us a platform, set up Rough Riders, Rockefeller, Bad Boy, slew of other artists.
The closing of the tunnel, it was kind of sad because that was a big piece of hip-hop.
So losing the tunnel was like a little kid losing Disney.
A famous mosque closing down.
I think when the tunnel closed, it was necessary. Niggas was coming to miss it.
When you hear people of the late 70s talked about Studio 54, the tunnel was the Studio 54 of hip-hop.
Choke, don't joke. You already know. Tunnel documentary out now. Tubi, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Cluster. You know what it is, man. Holla at your boy. See y'all in the morning for the morning walk. Kiss the babies goodnight, all right? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Choke, no joke. I'm out.